Day and the live angel messages for the week ahead. I'm back in my home, in my home office. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. It was lovely to be away, but it's also lovely to be back and have all my equipment around me and my card decks and all of my stuff. It feels really good actually, and the sun is shining today, and I've had some sleep. So I'd love to know what's going on with you at this moment. What are you dealing with? What are you facing? There's been this major intensity over the last month or so, which is probably more like 3 weeks, which has really come to bring lessons, really to learn the lessons, to see what you haven't been able to see before, to dissolve illusion, to get you very firmly on your path. So my question to you is, are you receiving the messages? Are you getting that wisdom? Are you understanding what that guidance is? And do you recognize what is real and what isn't real? What's an illusion from your ego, and what is maybe illusions from other people's egos, because that can happen as well. And what is true and right and real for you on your path? So those are the questions that we're asking this week. Now, for some reason, I don't know how to get onto the bit where I can see comments. It's just left me hanging here a bit. Let me try that. Oh, nah. I don't get it. Okay. Maybe I will just have to check on my phone like I usually do. So hopefully you can see and hear me properly, and I'll get my phone running at the same time so I can see your comments. I don't know why Facebook keeps changing all the things. I guess that they're updating, but I sometimes need to catch up with that. So I'll be pulling your cards today. Excuse me while I just search on my phone. I'll be pulling your cards today for the week ahead, and anyone who wants a card, I'll do as many as I can in the designated time. Here we go. Here we go. I can see comments. So we've got Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Karen. Hi, Karen. Masa. How do I say your name, Thomas? Welcome. And I know there's other people online because I can see, and I've just managed to turn that off. Okay. All right, so I'll keep an eye on that for you. So I'm using Diana Cooper's deck, which are fast becoming a favorite of mine. I'm getting really familiar with them and just really feeling a beautiful Archangel vibe that comes from this deck, and feeling inspired. And my I missed these while I was away, my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot deck, which I use in almost every reading I do privately. And of course, over the last month, I have been working because it wasn't just a holiday. It was more than that. It was meant to be a working trip. I was researching some stuff. I was meeting people. I was thinking about changing my life. So, and that I did. But so I wasn't just on holiday for that month that I've been away. I also hosted Angels at Uluru retreat for 2021, which was so lovely, so magical. I said to the ladies that every year something different and magical and distinct happens on those retreats. Ever since I've started them 6-7 years ago, something amazing happens, not just for us as a group, but for the individuals. And this time was really amazing. We had the rain on the rock, which is a once in a, for those of you who don't live in Australia, Uluru and Alice Springs are desert areas. They are arid areas of Australia. They're right in the center. There's red dirt for miles. And so to have enough rain to create waterfall on that sacred site, Uluru, is incredible. And we saw waterfalls everywhere. It was, all of the water holes are full, and as time went on, everything went green, which is something miraculous in itself. So we had lots of miracles, small and big, if there is any difference, on that trip. So I am setting up Angels Uluru for 2022. So if anybody wants to join me for that, please pop me an email with your registration of interest, and I will get in touch with you as soon as we've organized dates with the resort for 2022 there. Okay, so I'm asking the angels this week, what do we most need to know for the week ahead? What guidance is there? What challenges or blocks do we need to overcome or avoid? And, you know, what is the theme of this week? So I'm calling on Archangel Sandalphon, who's a very special healing angel, whose color is very similar to the dress I'm wearing today, this kind of pale turquoisey teal color. And Sandalphon is the angel who carries our prayers, requests for healing and guidance to the divine. It's you know, so that they don't get lost in the clutter of thought and energy. Sandalphon looks after your prayers and makes sure that they're answered, and also brings them back to you with the answers so that you can understand what your guidance is. Because, you know, we get so busy, our minds get cluttered, our intuitive channels get cluttered and blocked. And so sometimes we can miss that guidance, we can overlook it thinking it's too ordinary or it's not what we expected. And Sandalphon is the one that helps us to attune to it. Because if you think about the angels, they're on a very high frequency. They come directly from the divine. And so we're not living on that frequency on our day-to-day life. You know, we're material, we're physical, we're living in the material physical realm. We get a lot of fear coming into our system. So we have to make an effort to raise our frequency and shift our energy to receive the messages that we're asking for, and making sure that they come to us, not from our mental chatter, from our ego, from our fears. And so Sandalphon is in charge of all that and can really help you to attune to that high level frequency. And on that measure, he's also the angel of creativity, really helping especially people who are musicians, sound healers, anyone that deals with frequency. So if you're an energy healer, energy therapist, tuning into the higher realms, Sandalphon is a beautiful archangel to call on. And Sandalphon helps you, with the assistance of Raphael and Michael, to clear out your intuitive channels so that you can hear the voices of the angels and your guidance and your messages, both the angels and also from your soul, your intuition. So I'm working with Sandalphon this week on Friday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. and a live special Zoom class, which you can join to have those intuitive channels cleared, to learn to hear the angels and to connect with Archangel Sandalphon. So I'm asking Sandalphon today to bring us messages and guidance through these cards for the highest good of everyone who comes and listens here and in the replay, and bringing about the clearest messages according to our heart's desire and our highest good. So I never ever do a reading without first asking in that way, and then asking for the specific answer that I want. There's absolutely no point, people, in just grabbing your cards and pulling a card. You have to decide who you're asking, make a clear question, set your intention around that question, like it be for the highest good, and be clear about your question. Don't ask 5 or 6 questions and expect one card to answer it for you. And then get your answer, because that answer will be much clearer when you do those things. I'm giving away my secrets. Okay. So we're pulling 3 cards, and we also got a jumping card there. Lovely. And we're going to pull one from Diana Cooper's deck. So Sandalphon, we're asking for your guidance. Help us to clearly hear it, attune us to the full message so that we don't rush it and run off with our answer thinking that we know what it is already. Make it clear, easy to understand, and unblock our channel so that everyone here can receive the message they're meant to receive. Okay, I love these. Okay, let's start with the jumping card first. So this is Archangel Jophiel, and Jophiel helps us with our mind, helps us to make sure that our thoughts are light, are positive, are attuned to what we want, not what we don't want, and also helps us to understand our mind and the power of our mind. So Jophiel doesn't make us think, all right, you've got to be positive all the time or else bad things are going to happen to you. It's not like that. You are human. You go through the full spectrum of emotion, and sometimes we've got to have negative thoughts, or so-called negative thoughts about things, to realize, okay, that isn't working for me anymore. I've got to make changes. But when we talk about negative thoughts, we talk about the self-berating, critical, judgmental, pointless thoughts, you know, the things that just drag you down or are critical about others, judgmental about others, because that puts you into a very specific frequency, which creates a lot of negative karma and keeps you stuck for a long time. So Jophiel is talking about making a big decision here. And this is a decision to set yourself free. Now, of course, the mind is the first place we go to, because it doesn't matter what you do to your outside life. If you don't change your inner life, nothing changes. So you just drag your problems with you wherever you go. So here it's saying you need to leave something, release yourself from something that's been holding you back for a long time. And this is a decision making. Now, sometimes we're ready to make that move, but we are not keen to leave behind the thing that we have to leave to let the new thing in. So this can be fear related. It can be worrying about the future. So you can see the little bird here wants to leave the cage, but all the other birds have left, but this one's just still sitting there in the cage. So where in your life do you need to let go, release fear, detox, and heal yourself? So this is really giving us a lot of insight. And ask Archangel Jophiel and Sandalphon to help you. So it could be just confidence, that you're not going big into the world with what you want to do, and because you're holding yourself back through a lack of confidence. So I'll put that there. Okay, so then the next card, here we see even more birds and flight. So look out for birds this week. Unusual birds that show up very close to you. Not if you're bird phobic, all right? We won't put it out there that you get birds coming close to you if you're bird phobic. I know that's a thing. A lot of my friends are bird phobic. But birds can sometimes be a sign of the angels of the angelic realm. Feathers, finding feathers, signs of the angelic realm. So there's a lot going on. And if you use this wave of energy that's around at the moment to take action, decisive action in the direction of your dreams, not pointless action, really think about what you want to do and then make your move. It's going to take you a long way. It's going to work for you. This can also denote communication, speaking your truth, asking for what you want, saying no to what you don't want, making clear decisions. Can you see how it's really, you know, I often say manifesting is really decision making. It's about making a clear decision about where you're going and what you want. So you can manifest very quickly this week if you make a clear decision. Now, if you don't know what you want, you can ask for signs and guidance. But it helps. Don't expect the angelic realm and their guides to take over what you need to do for yourself, right? They won't ever do that. So sometimes we get lazy. We're like, can't you just tell me what to do? And instead of doing that, maybe we've got to do a bit of inner work. Maybe we've got to do a bit of research. Maybe we've got to really speak with our souls, do some journaling. And instead of projecting it all outwards, is go, okay, I'm taking responsibility. And that you'd be surprised how quickly that will make changes for you. Now, look what happens next. I'm going to have a drink of water. We started with the bird wanting to fly out of the cage. And now we see a woman walking through a gateway. And all of the chains, the padlocks, all of her shackles are on the floor. It's like, oh my gosh, what I thought was holding me back actually isn't holding me back at all. And look who's behind her, the mighty Archangel Michael, the angel who protects us, who gives us courage, who cuts away the cords and the shackles that are holding you in limitation, and will blast through you and your life, getting rid of all that no longer serves you, or all that chains you down, all the fear, all of the people and situations creating fear for you. It's like, stop thinking you're not good enough. Stop thinking that those things that have happened to you are keeping you stuck. Stop thinking that you are powerless. Call in Archangel Michael, cut some cords, call up your power. So this is about making a courageous decision to be free. There's such a theme, isn't there? It's really amazing this week. Archangel Michael comes in and it gets hot. It gets really hot. And then we have the Queen of Gabrielle. Now, we've had Gabrielle twice. And this is the outcome card. And look at her. She's sitting on her throne and she's going, okay, what do I want? She's not in a position of powerlessness. She's not locked in a cage. She's not complaining and arguing for her limitations. She's not saying, oh, but you know, look at that person, they've got everything and I've got nothing. She's not imitating other people. She's in integrity. She's on her throne. She knows her power, and she starts to command the universe to, using her true power, to call in what she wants. This is about the ability to attract all of the help that you need, and coming out of the doldrums, coming out of a, you know, have you been in a place where you've been just feeling like everything is against you? And it's a feeling of like, I had a conversation with a beautiful healer the other day, and we were talking about the feeling that the universe is against you sometimes. Now, the universe and your angels are never against you. What sometimes manifests is, okay, whenever you step out of your comfort zone, whenever you step out from the mutual agreement that humans have from their egos, which is, you know, don't you dare step out and do something different because we won't like you. We call it tall poppy syndrome in Australia, right? So that's always going to happen. When you start to strike out, people are going to be jealous. People are going to feel uncomfortable. They're going to feel threatened. You can't make that pull you back. It's just a sign. It's just like, you know, when you walk through a forest, it's going to get dark. It's just a fact of life. You can't let that hold you back. And then you have to sort of push through that, and then you have to push through your own resistance, which always will show up. And the own resistance is, oh, can I really do this? Who do I think I am? What will people say? What if I don't make it? What if I fail? All of those things, imposter syndrome and fear, will come up to meet you in the outside world. So we think it's external entities, but actually it's our own fear coming to meet us. So here she's overcome that. And this is really what this week is about. It's about overcoming your demons, overcoming your powerlessness, the lies that you tell yourself that you can't do what you want to do. So let's look at the final card. I love this reading so much. This is a major shift, right? This is Archangel Jeremiah, and it doesn't surprise me that Jeremiah shows up in this powerful reading, because Jeremiah, look at him there. He's just peaceful. He's standing at the top of the waterfall. We talked about waterfalls, didn't we? With a dove and holding his staff. So this is a peaceful message of like, you've come so far. Learn from the hard stuff, but don't carry it as a burden on your shoulders or in your self-esteem. You are the only one responsible for your self-esteem. And you are now at a place where you get to make new decisions based on what you've learnt. You get to review the past and say, okay, do I want that again? Or do I want something different? Or what little bits of it do I want to take, and what bits do I want to let go of? You are the master of your own destiny. And of course you have the angels helping you. So you can lean into that and trust that when you let go of all that heaviness, that the life gets easier. You get to soar, because letting go of the guilt and the anger and the grief and the poor me and all of that stuff will open a whole new frequency to you. It will feel like you're flying with the angels, and you are. So I love the reading this week. Now, I still can't see your comments for some reason, so I will. Oh, look, there's loads of people here now. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Giovanni. See, I'm excited to have you here, Giovanni. We must, now that the clocks have changed in Australia, we must be a bit easier on you guys. Teresa, hi. Getting the message, pushing forward. Tracy is here. Hi, Tracy. 2 birds come to your window the last few days. So there you go. There's a sign. Fiona. Hi, Fee. Trish. Hey, Trish. Kenneth is here. And Joanne says, I'm in your head again, am I? The angels are. I'm just listening to the angels. That's all I do. And okay. Thanks, everyone, for being here. So does anyone have any questions around this beautiful reading this week? So I will get around to putting these on stories, and through the week, keep an eye on my Instagram and Facebook feeds, because I will use these cards to as they come up for the daily readings. So Also, join me on Friday. So Friday Australian time is usually kind of Thursday night in the US and Canada and the UK. I'm not sure where the clocks are at the moment, but so if you can't make it live to, if it doesn't match in waking hours for you at this live Zoom Archangel Sandalph on How to Hear Your Angels class, you can just sign up anyway and you'll get lifetime access to the replay. So I never take that away from you. I don't say, oh, you've got to watch it in 24 hours or you lose it. You always get a replay with everything that I do, and you will get lifetime access to it so you can watch it whenever you want. There's going to be a very deep healing and clearing of your psychic channels to help attune your clairaudience, your hearing, psychic hearing, to the angels' voices. I will be teaching you some stuff about how to hear the angels, how to fast track that, a guided meditation. You'll meet Archangel Sandalphon and learn more about how Sandalphon can help you in your life. So I do these monthly angel light activations. They're webinars, they're on Zoom. We get more and more people every month join. And it's to give you it's a low cost way of connecting with the angels and accessing my work. You get healing, you learn something, and you get attuned to the higher frequencies every time. So it's a chance to dip in and do this work. And you get high integrity connection with the angels and wisdom about the angels. You're very safe with me and my work and the angels. Hi, Joe. I just saw Joe come on. So does anyone here, I'm going to pull a couple of cards for someone. So if you would like a card, please reach out in the comments, and I'll just refresh my feed so that I can see you again. It's really interesting, isn't it, how this works? Here we go. I don't know how other teachers do this. So you're taking steps to get your business going. So remember, when you're asking the angels for help with something, to ask for what you want, okay? So if you just say, I want a card, they'll just give you a card. But ask for what you want. What is the question that you want to ask from the angels? Oh, okay, Tracy, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Refresh, refresh. So what do you want to ask, Giovanni? So I'll pull one for Tracy Campbell. The King of Gabrielle, Trace. So this one is asking you to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. So it's like, write down your vision for your business, what it is that you want to achieve, what you want for yourself, as well as what you want for the people that you're serving. Bringing about what you want in a way, always focusing on service. So yes, you've got to charge because it's a business. Like the angels, a lot of spiritual people think you should give away your gifts for free and and live on baked beans or something, which isn't true at all. The universe is abundant and the universe wants to bring you abundance. And if you've been given the gift of healing, spiritual teaching, angel readings and stuff like me, then you have a right to charge for it, because that's the way, that's your, the saying, teach a person to fish rather than just give them the fish. That's your way of earning money, earning abundance. It's a channel for abundance for you. So never feel guilty about that. But the King of Gabrielle, it's a card of success. It's asking you to keep your eyes on the bigger picture, make an intention, and also focus on service. How may I be of service? Let me see if we've got any more comments. I've got to keep refreshing, which is kind of annoying. Stuck on my web series, getting my web series going. I can't seem to get out of my head. How can I get out of my own way? Okay. So remember how Archangel Jophiel can help you with your thoughts and your mind. I think if you could call on Archangel Jophiel and ask to switch you into your higher self and to help you get out of that mental chatter and worry and overthinking. So definitely, I don't even need to pull a card for this, Giovanni. There's this intensity of thought that's going on around it, and that is coming on from fear. So remember that fear is contracting, divine love is opening, right? So you need to get into the channel of flow. You know, like I've learned with these things that I do now is that a lot of the time I don't really plan what I'm going to do and say, because I'm better that way. I'm not so contracted. I'm not so jilted. I just trust the angels. So it's about trust. And like you say, getting out of your own way. If you're in the way, how can spirit come through you? All right. 10 of Gabrielle. So Gabrielle, Angel of Communication. Remember, if you've attended those Light Angel webinars that I'm doing every month, we did Gabrielle last month. So you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to please. You're trying too hard to push. Lighten the load. Let go of your burdens. Do some clearing, and it will all come good. Giovanni. Anyone else? Or shall we finish up? Okay, I'm going to go back and do it again and check for comments. Amanda, in regards to your home situation. So again, what is your actual question? Melissa, I will do first while Amanda formulates a question. I'd like to know if I'm in the right direction for my new business. Okay. So when we want guidance, we want to ask clearly, you know, because the home situation could be your house, it could be the family in the home, it could be something that's gone wrong with the home. So clarity is really good. I'm a born teacher. Archangel Michael's told me this right way back. You're a born teacher. So I don't want to just give people readings. I want to teach people how they can get the best guidance and readings for themselves. Okay, Amanda, you've got the cosmic kick. Do you remember me talking about the cosmic kick in the butt? So that's when the universe and the angels are saying, come on, it's time for you to change your life. But you're going, da, 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 I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, you know. And so then something comes along to make you change, to make you wake up, to get you on the right path. So this isn't happening yet, but it is going to happen if you don't make a decision soon to change your life. So you need to break free from procrastination, write down all of your fears and cut cords with them, dissolve them, burn that piece of paper or dissolve it in hot water. Do something to get rid of your fears, because you're spinning your wheels and avoiding making a decision. Embrace the opportunities that are showing up now. Don't canvas out your thoughts and dreams to everyone else or what everyone else thinks. And try not to push everything into the future all the time. One day, someday, maybe if I had this, I could do that. Or maybe if I had, make a decision based on now. So, yeah. Sorry, that was Maisa. Yeah. So this is change your life, make a decision. Thanks, Tracy. I had my nails done in Alice Springs. They look great, don't they? They I think I unconsciously just got them done in the Archangel Sandalphon color for the webinar on Friday. I'm really excited about this event. Kim Michelle, I'm wondering about my relationship. We've talked about this many moons ago. Okay, I don't remember that because I do so many readings, Michelle. So you want a relationship? Oh, you've got a bit of, okay, so it seems like you come to a point where you get stuck. You go along, gallop along, and then all of a sudden you get stuck and you either clash or you come to what is it called? Like checkmate. Like you can't go any further. So this is because of overthinking. Now notice how much this week is about the thoughts, overthinking, overanalyzing, and not just getting into your body and going with the flow. You know, sometimes when we hold tightly to things, they can't naturally unfold. And then we blame the universe, we blame the angels. We say, oh, this person isn't my soulmate, or this isn't meant to be. And all it really means is you've got to let go and go with the flow. I'm hearing listening, and that will really help you. So it feels like there's a bit of a You need to find a compromise. You need to do some acceptance, self-acceptance, and acceptance of the other. And when I can see it, like, you know, when a river floods and all of the clutter, the logs and everything just get washed away. It's like when you let go, all of the energy that's clogging it up will get washed away, and things will happen. So did we get, okay, sorry, I don't know how to do this. So I'm just going to do 2 more. Amanda, home situation. Did you come up with a question, my lovely? Shall I move away from my dream living situation or stay and persist to find my new home? Should I move away or stay and persist? I'm just going to ask, shall I move away? Because that's 2 questions, really. Okay. What is the outcome if Amanda moves away, Archangel Sandophon? All right. You've got too many different priorities that you're trying to meet, too many things that, you know, too many people you're trying to please. You need to come back to doing some releasing. Release your burdens around this. If it becomes burdensome, you can't make a decision. It's got to be light and joyful. So the outcome for your question, moving away, it feels like you need to lighten your load first. It feels like it's becoming too heavy for you, and you're trying too hard to please everybody. So there's something heavy about this that needs to change. So you need to address that first before you can address the question of moving or not moving. If it doesn't feel good, don't stay, right? And the same in reverse. So ask your angels for helpful people, and you might need a deeper reading with that one, I think, Amanda. I will just do 2 more. Lisa. So if only I could see it all on the screen in front of me, but it doesn't want to show me. No. Lisa Hartman. It's always good to ask a question, and if you don't want to ask. Archangel Gabriel again. 5 of Gabriel. So if you just pull back from drama, get into a peaceful state of mind, let go of worrying about what's out there, and you will be able to resolve the situation that you're in right now. So it's like with this card, you're trying to put the jigsaw together, but there's pieces missing. So you need to step back a little and pray, call on Archangel Gabriel's help, and just get into a state of peace. And it's like everything will start to fall into place, and you will be able to resolve the problem. Getting into the problem more is just going to stir up more fear and more blocks. So just have a little patience, don't rush it, and things will work out. So that's the 5 of Gabriel. Okay. It's really weird how Facebook is at the moment, sorry. So Misa, Lisa, Amanda, well, welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. The angels love gratitude, by the way. You know, not because they want you to say, oh, thank you, and pay them back, but because when you're grateful, it opens your heart, and that means that you're able to receive more. So the more grateful you are for the big and little things in your life, the more you will see life give to you. And so that's why the angels always say, show gratitude, be genuinely grateful, and try not to criticize, because criticize and judgment will shut you down, closes your heart, right? Gratitude and appreciation will open your heart, And if you think about the heart chakra as being the main chakra that needs to be open, everyone thinks it's the third eye for communicating with angels. That helps for sure. But if your heart isn't open, then that third eye isn't going to be picking up on the angels, because they come from the energy of love. So if you'd like to join my webinar this week, it's a Zoom meeting. Zoom is really easy. You get the link, you click it, and it opens the meeting, and you are watching like you're watching me today. You don't have to interact. You can just be there. Or you can just sign up and then get the replay, which I send out about 4 or 5 hours after I've had a little rest. And then I'll send that out to everyone who is signed up. It's live on Zoom Friday, AEST, Australian Eastern Standard Time, at 10 a.m, which may be in your time zone a different day or a different time. But you can check that just by going to Google, basically, or I put a link in the email so you can check your time zone. That's only 47 Australian dollars, which is around 35 American. It's around 24, 25 UK pounds. So it converts automatically to your currency when you make payment through PayPal, which is very secure. So if you want to know more about that, pop into the messages and I'll check on them later. And anything else you want to know, anything else you want to know, just let me know. So Joe says technology does your head in when it's like, it does. It used to be so simple. You just used to click go and that was it. And now there's this whole thing going on. Anyway, I am grateful either way. So sending you loads of love, angel blessings for the week ahead. Say hi, because when you say hi, my posts will reach you. Facebook has been holding back a lot of posts lately, I've noticed. Have a great week.